Are there any Americans that have moved to Europe? Because I keep hearing people say, hey, as an American, you should move to Europe. Life is easier, things cost a lot less, and I'm so much happier. And even healthier, because in Europe, you often walk a lot more than you do here in the US. And I just genuinely want to know if there's anyone who watches my content that happens to be an American that decided to move to Europe. I want to know how that experience was. Because looking from the outside in, and even visiting Europe, I've visited Europe before, it seems like things are a lot more upbeat there. Like, it's a lot less problems. And I don't know if it's just because I don't live in the countries, or I'm not really sure. And how could I be? I've never lived there. But I genuinely want to know the differences and the pros and cons. Because when I was in Europe, I picked up on a couple things. I didn't have to worry about a mass shooter going out and trying to destroy everything. In Europe, that possibility just doesn't exist in people's heads. In America, every time I'm in a big crowd, I am incredibly nervous because I know something could occur that could end up being very unfortunate. I also found that prices were a lot better in Europe. When I went to Europe, I felt almost wealthy. And while I am well off here in the United States, in Europe, it's like a whole different deal, right? I got a good soccer jersey in Europe for maybe half the price compared to how much I would have to pay in the US. And of course, I did notice some negatives, right? Racism's always going to be there. People looking at you weird are always going to be there. But the food was less expensive. It was also better for you. I ate European McDonald's and almost cried at the delicacy of the food. Like, they genuinely treat McDonald's like a real restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant. It was clean. I went into the bathrooms, spotless. No pee smell, no doo-doo smell, nothing like that. So I genuinely want to know, if there's anyone who has lived in America or is from America and moved to Europe, I want to know how your experience has been. Because I'm just intrigued is all.